Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about the differences between having a Dutch boyfriend and a Mexican boyfriend. And this video is inspired by the YouTuber, vlogger, Instagrammer Laura Bright. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing her name good. I think I am actually. And she is Dutch and she lives in Spain and she has a Spanish boyfriend, and she did a video of how it is to have the differences between dating a Dutch man and a Spanish man. And of course Mexico and Spain are not the same country, but we do have a lot of similarities in our culture, a lot. Of course in this video there are a lot of generalizations, so I don't want to offend the Mexican culture, the Dutch culture, the Dutch guys, the Mexican guys. I'm not gonna say I don't think that every Mexican guy is like this or every Dutch guy is like this, but you know, there are things that I notice, you know, so often. And also, a thing that I want to say is that I've never had a Mexican boyfriend, but I have friends who have Mexican boyfriends. I have a Mexican dad, I have uncles, you know, so I know how Mexican men are, at least from being Mexican and growing there my whole entire life. I mean, living there my whole entire life until I lived here. And well, so okay, let us begin. Thing number one, marriage and kids. It is very typical in Mexico, or it is the norm, to marry very young. I think most people marry in their 20s and they have kids also in their 20s, around 26, 27. It's a perfect age to have kids. Actually, my friends from high school who are 25, my age, I think I can count with the fingers of one hand the ones who do not have a child yet, and all of them are getting engaged. Some of them are married already, you know, so it is just the norm. Well, in the Netherlands, people do not marry that young. Like, if you marry at 25, people are gonna think that you are very young. If you have a kid at 25, I mean, 25 is normal age, you're an adult, but you're pretty young still here, you know, so people are gonna think like, why so young? And also something else that's really funny is that in Mexico, everyone of my family calls my boyfriend my husband because we live together. And I always tell them it's not my husband, you know, because for me, husband is a word, it's a very heavy word, you know. It doesn't just come just from being in a relationship. Yeah, he's my life partner because we share a life together and a house together, but not my husband. And in the Netherlands, no one would call me Wouter's wife because we're not husband and wife, you know, we're just boyfriend and girlfriend who live together. So that's really funny to see how cultures are completely different in that sense. Number two, jealousy, and this includes the way of dressing. My boyfriend, seriously, it's like the least jealous person in the world. Like, seriously, the least jealous person in the world. And I think it's very engraved in Dutch culture to not be jealous, while in Mexican culture, you know, being passionate and being jealous, you know, it's just part of us. So jealous girlfriends, you have them everywhere. Jealous boyfriends, everywhere. And for example, this is perhaps more old school, but sometimes people ask me when I'm on a holiday in Cancun back home, and what does your boyfriend says when you wear this? Isn't he like, do not wear these when you go out without me, or you're showing too much skin or something like that? And I'm always thinking, if he would say that, I would say like, hello, it's my body, you know, like I am allowed to dress myself as I want to dress myself. I know the limits of what I show or what I don't, but it is just funny to me because it is kind of true that in Mexico, men are very outspoken in what you're wearing, and sometimes they do make comments like, hey, you're not gonna show that much skin where you're not with me, or who are you trying to impress by dressing like that, or those type of comments, you know. So it's very opposite. Maybe it's just my boyfriend who doesn't say those comments. I don't know how other Dutch guys are, but from what I've heard is that they are all the same. There, I'm not gonna give you a comment, you know. Dutch society is very much like forward thinking in a way, you know, so I don't think that Dutch guys will give you a comment for how you are dressed. Another thing is that, for example, interactions when you are at a party with friends. In Mexico, if you are at a party with friends and your boyfriend, you're always together with your boyfriend. You know, you're sitting next to your boyfriend, you're like talking to your boyfriend, you're like hugging a lot. And yeah, you do have like other interactions, but you are mostly, you know, attached to your boyfriend. So if there would be a stranger coming into the room and not knowing you and your boyfriend, they would immediately know that you are a couple. Well, for example, in the Netherlands, if you go to a birthday where your boyfriend is and your friends are, most likely the boyfriend and the girlfriend are sitting in opposite sides of the room. You know, you wouldn't even think that they're a couple if you are a stranger and you walk in, because, you know, it's just so funny for me that they are not sitting together. And, you know, sometimes they don't have any contact at all, and then after an hour that you're in the party and then they kiss, then you know, oh, they're a couple. But, you know, sometimes you wouldn't have any idea, and that's just kind of funny to see also how it works. Because for me in the beginning it was hard, because if I go to a party, I just want to be with my boyfriend, and of course I want to be with my friends, but I also want to be with my boyfriend, and I want to make it sure that it is my boyfriend. But now I am more used to this way, because, you know, you adapt to the situations that you're in. So I am used to the Dutch way now. Another difference would be in the role of a man and a woman in the household. You know, in Mexico, it is still seen as the woman is the one who cooks and does the laundry and keeps everything clean, and the man is the one who brings everything home and he pays for everything. And, well, that's not gonna happen in the Netherlands. You know, the Netherlands is like 50-50, you know, like seriously 50-50. Of course, if your boyfriend earns more, he's gonna give more, but if you earn the same, he's gonna give the same. You're gonna give the same. This is kind of funny because it is so important. Like, money is a very important thing in the Netherlands, a very important thing in Dutch culture. You know, all those jokes like, you wanna go Dutch? That's when you split the bill or stuff like that. It is the truth. And in Mexico, it's not like that at all. You know, perhaps now in 2018 this is changing. Perhaps now it's different, but when I was living there, also maybe it's only with people my age of when I was living there, which was 18, 17, 16 and all the years before, it was different. But now I still see with my friends that many are stay-at-home moms and the husband is just providing for everything. And in the Netherlands, if you have kids and you decide to be a completely 100% stay-at-home mom, even when your kids are going to school, people are gonna think weird of you, because like, what is your reason to not working? So that's again another difference in the culture, and I'm not saying that one is better than the other, you know, because they're just cultural differences, and you just have to accept them and accept that each country sits in the opposite side of the world and opposite mentalities and opposite histories, and it's just what it is. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that was it with these differences between Mexican boyfriend, Dutch boyfriend, or the differences between dating one and the other. I'm really curious if you have a Dutch boyfriend or a Mexican boyfriend. What are the differences, or what do you recognize in your boyfriend that I didn't mention or that I mentioned? Let me know in the comments, please. And please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you liked it, and follow my YouTube journey. And thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of luck today, tomorrow, and every day.